Very good morning, children. So, today we are going to start exercise 3.3. The reason why I am directly starting exercise is that actually the next concept which we have to deal includes types of quadrilaterals. Okay. So far we dealt with types of, the existing quadrilateral types, namely convex, concave, okay, and the angle measures like that. Now actually we are into the actual subject, that is types of quadrilaterals, where by changing the measures of the sides and angles of a quadrilateral we are going to get different parallelograms, different quadrilaterals, namely parallelogram, okay, and then square, and then trapezium. Okay, these are all the different types of quadrilaterals where the properties of the quadrilateral makes the change. And rectangle, okay, and then rhombus. So there exists a variety of quadrilateral types which we are going to discuss, and as by bringing the concept directly with the exercise problem helps you to have a clear picture on the type of the quadrilateral, I want to start the exercise directly. So through the exercise I will explain each and individual quadrilateral type so that you will have a better picture to have the concept in mind as well as answering the given question. So the exercise 3.3 contains the first one as, so given A, B, C, D, a parallelogram. So we are going to deal with a parallelogram now. And the question continues like this: complete each statement along with the definition or property used. So for that, I am going to explain the quadrilateral type, that is parallelogram. Okay, look. Okay, so based on sides, angles and diagonals. Okay, based on the sides and angles and diagonals, we are going to discuss the various properties of a parallelogram. So, for instance, I am taking ABCD as a parallelogram, or first we will consider it as a quadrilateral. Okay, if ABCD is going to be a quadrilateral, being a four-sided polygon, if given pairs of sides, given pairs of opposite sides, given pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay, if we consider the sides of a parallelogram, what we have to understand is, in a quadrilateral, if we adjust the sides that in a way that pairs of the opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay, we all know the basic definition between parallel lines and non-parallel lines. Parallel lines means they won't meet at any point. As long as we are going to continue to extend these lines this side or the other side, they won't meet at any point. Such lines we call parallel lines. Now, by the definition of a parallelogram, the sides should have the property that the pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. In our case, we took the quadrilateral ABCD. So, AB is equal to AB. That means, for example, if this is 4 centimeters, then its pair, that is opposite side of AB, which is CD, should be equal. Okay, and the other thing is AB will be parallel to CD. As you know, this symbol indicates parallel. Okay, now what is the other pair of sides? AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. The reason is, in a parallelogram, opposite sides the pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Now look. Now I am going to consider angles now. So in a parallelogram, the pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Now considering the angles of a parallelogram, very important property children. This is the only property where parallelogram carries. What we have to understand considering the angles of a parallelogram is opposite angles are equal. Okay, that means opposite angles. For angle A, which is the opposite angle? C. Angle A will be equal to angle C. That means if this is 60 degrees, then automatically no need of finding C, and C also will be equal to 60 degrees. Okay. In the like manner, angle B will be equal to angle D. Okay. Angle B will be equal to angle D. And the other thing is, if I am taking angle A, okay, if I am taking angle A, the adjacent angle of angle A is either B or D, isn't it? The adjacent angle of angle A is either angle D or angle B. Okay, so angle A plus angle B will always be a supplementary angle. Supplementary means sum of the two angles will be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, but we have to take only two angles at a time. Okay, pair of adjacent angles will always gives us a supplementary angle, and the other supplementary angle for A is angle D. Angle A plus angle D will be equal to 180 degrees. Very important point. The same is the case with B. If you take angle B, the adjacent angles of angle B are going to be angle C and angle A. So angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180. Angle B plus angle A will be equal to 180 degrees. Okay. So this is with angles. That means opposite angles are equal, and sum of the adjacent angles will always, adjacent means side by side, will always be equal to 180 degrees or supplementary angle. Okay. Now about the diagonals. Okay. Look. So one diagonal of this is going to be BD, and the other diagonal of this is going to be AC. Okay. They are intersecting at a point, isn't it? According to parallelogram, if we check the property of the diagonals, okay, they bisect each other. Okay, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Bisect means the length, for example, if we take this one as OA, O, the length of OC will be equal to OA, and the length of OB will be equal to OD. Hope you are clear, children. The length of OC will be equal to OA, and the length of OB will be equal to OD. Okay, this is what we have to understand from a parallelogram. One is opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite angles are equal, and the sum of the pairs of adjacent angles will be equal to 180 degrees, and the diagonals bisect each other. Okay, OC will be equal to OA and OB will be equal to OD. Okay, hope you are clear, children. Now, based on these properties of a parallelogram, we are going to solve our first problem. Okay, look. So they clearly told that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, for the parallelogram and the respective quadratic types, I already gave a table. You can refer the same. So the sides of this parallelogram are AB, BC, CD and DA. Here look, they ask what AD is going to be equal to. Okay, AD is one of the sides of a parallelogram, and we know that pairs of opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel and equal. So AD will be equal to BC. Okay, if you write DA also, CB also, not a problem, but either of the one should be used. The reason we have to specify opposite sides, opposite sides, opposite sides. Okay, as opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, AD is going to be equal to BC. Now, they are asking about angle DCB, that means this one. Angle DCB. Indirectly, they are asking what the angle C is going to be equal to. We know that in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Okay, so we can write this as angle DAB. Okay, as angle C is equal to angle A, and as they gave the angle orientation as angle DCB, we are going to say angle DCB will be equal to angle DAB. Okay, opposite angles. I hope you are able to catch up the things, children. Okay, as the sides opposite are equal, we made this equal. And as the opposite angles are equal, we made this equal. Now, they are asking what is the length of OC is going to be. Okay, length of OC is going to be equal to OA. Okay, reason is diagonals bisect each other. Okay, diagonals bisect each other. Okay, the diagonals bisect each other. Now look, here M angle DAB plus M angle CDA means here M indicates measure. Okay, angle measure. You can directly write angle DAB also, but measure means we usually take degrees. So measure of angle DAB. Okay, measure of angle DAB. Where is angle DAB? DAB, this angle, and measure of angle CDA. Look, okay, DAB means this angle, CDA means this angle. Okay, just for your clear understanding, I am writing like this. Okay, so measure of angle CDA and DAB is equal to how much they are asking. We already know it is 180 degrees because they together forms a supplementary angle. Okay, supplementary angle. Hope you are clear, children. Just once again I am explaining the things. In a parallelogram, any parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and equal. If they give parallel symbol, we will write parallel. Here they give directly is equal to. And opposite angles are equal. And coming to the diagonals, diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means, I hope you already know this. For example, the length of this is going to be 4 centimeters in total. Bisector means it will make 2 centimeters this side and 2 centimeters other side. Okay, that is the meaning for bisector. So the diagonals bisect each other. M angle DAB plus M angle CDA, that means they are asking about the properties of adjacent angles of this parallelogram. Okay, measure of adjacent angles will always be equal to 180 degrees in a parallelogram. Okay, this is the answer for the first one, children. So hope you got clear picture about this. Now I am moving to the second question. So second Roman, I took second question, children, because first one is very easy one, and by observing the second solution you can be able to do the first one. So look, so complete the parallelograms. The question is actually pointing to parallelograms again. They are asking us complete the parallelogram means they actually want to find the values of x, y, okay, and internal angles. So this one, look. So by using the angular properties of the parallelogram, we are going to find the values of x, y, and z. Okay, x, y, and z. So they already gave that the given figure is a parallelogram. So through that we can understand that in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal and the adjacent angles sum is going to be a supplementary angle or 180 degrees. Okay. we don't know the angle here. Okay, better make this parallelogram as PQRS. Okay, PQRS. Okay, in parallelogram PQRS, I am writing the solution, children. In parallelogram PQRS, angle S is going to be equal to angle Q, isn't it? Opposite angles. Okay, reason is opposite angles. Being the parallelogram, opposite angles are going to be equal. If angle S is going to be equal to 50 degrees, then angle Q is equal to, therefore angle Q is also equal to 50 degrees. Okay, therefore angle Q is given angle S is equal to 50 degree. Okay, now look. So now we have the value of Q as 50 degree here. Okay, now let us find in an order. You can directly find Z also, but let us follow some order. I want the value of X. Okay, we have the measure of angle P is directly they gave as X. So X plus 50 degrees is equal to 180 degree. So can I write like this? Yes, because the adjacent angle of X is this 50 degree. Okay, adjacent angles. Being the adjacent angles, sum is going to be equal to 180 degree. Okay, now we want only the value of X through which X is equal to 180 degrees minus 50 degrees, which gives us 130 degrees. Okay, the value of X is 130. Okay, we have now the value of angle X as 130 degrees. If X is going to be 130, then what is the value of Y? It is also going to be 130 degrees. Therefore, Y is equal to 30 degrees. Okay, since X and Y are opposite angles. X and Y are opposite angles or angle measures. Opposite angles. Okay, now we have the value of X and Y. Lastly, we can say that these two forms a linear pair. That means 50 degrees and Z forms a linear pair. Also 50 degree plus Z is equal to 180 degrees because of linear pair. That means sum of their angles is going to be 180 degree. Okay, so linear pair. Z is equal to 180 degree minus 50 degrees, which is going to be equal to 130 degrees. Hope you are clear, children. By using the property of opposite angles of a parallelogram equal, we found the value of Q. Okay, that means this angle. Later on, we used the property of adjacent angles and then opposite angles and lastly linear pair. Therefore, X is equal to 130 degree, Y is equal to 130 degree and Z is equal to 130 degrees. Now, okay, as you are quite clear with the given question, now what you have to do is second Roman, first one and fourth one are going to be your homework for today, children. Third one I am going to explain tomorrow, which is pointing to rhombus. So as the first one and fourth one are pointing to the same properties of parallelogram, they are going to be your homework for today and which you will do in your homework book. Okay, hope you are clear. Have a great day.